Thank you very much. Just a reminder for people walking through, this is the All Candidates Forum. If you can't stay here, it will be posted on our website at www.csaonline.ca, so feel free to check it out. Thanks. Sorry for that little interruption. No problem.
As Christy saved the doozy question for last.
Question 4. The Accessibility Working Group is a new initiative that the Academic Commissioner chairs. How will you ensure that the AWG continues to represent students and with disabilities at the CSA board? Continuing to make sure meetings are accessible and acting as an advocate for students with disabilities on a governance level.
I'll be the first to admit that in regards to accessibility, that's not been one of the strengths that it brings to this portfolio. What I take solace in the fact is that this current CSA academic commissioner has done leaps and bounds above past academic commissioners and past people involved in these sorts of issues. And what I'm really looking forward to is the fact that because I'm a contestant, and I should hopefully feel confident in the fact that I'll have this seat, is that there's a lot of time for us to transition and to make sure that she can pass on the knowledge that she has, the skills that she has, and the lessons she's learned. In regards to what I think I can bring to it in addition, I think that there's a lot of valuable people on campus, and it's going to start by talking with them and learning what the issues are, and learning what can be done. I think there's a lot of reading that I need to do, and a lot of education that I can do for myself, that then will help me be able to have a concept of really what is an accessibility working group able to achieve, and what can they do on this campus, and what do they need to do on this campus. So I look forward really to that transition period with the current academic commissioner, and making sure that all of the current committee members that are there, and some of them will be returning as I've been informed, and that they're there to also take a more leadership capacity.
Well, thank you very much. We'll now allow 2 minutes for closing statement. You're free to begin whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you. So I just want to start by again reiterating my name is Nathan Lachowski, and I'm running for the CSA Academic Commissioner seat. I believe that it brings this portfolio experience, passion, and dedication. I'm a fresh face and a new perspective on the CSA. I haven't been involved in particular, but involved in a lot of other facets on campus and a lot of issues that still pertain to what the CSA is doing. And I think that new attitude and that unique sort of perspective will be really important in creating a new CSA for the students. And really what I'd like to focus on is that the CSA next year refocuses on the general student. Okay, there's a lot of student leaders that need to be supported, there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed, and it's important that we engage the current students and all of the students in what those issues are. I'd like you to entrust me, and I to entrust you, if you will, allow me to use quite a cheesy analogy. But I like to think of the CSA exec and my position as academic commissioner, sort of like the captain behind the steering wheel of a ship. Okay? And I'd like to think of the students as the wind in the sail. Without one of those pieces, you're not going to have a very enjoyable ride. Okay? And the water's moving, and you know what? The boat's going to move whether you're steering it or whether the wind's blowing or not. Okay? But without a strong, united executive, without a strong head in each of the positions, there's not going to be a lot of direction there. But just as equally importantly, and I think even more importantly for the issues that we've had in the CSA over the past few years, is that without the wind in the sails, you're not going anywhere either. Okay? And so, be the wind in my sails, and let me be the captain of your ship. And it'll be an excellent year, and I'm really looking forward to everything. Remember to vote next week, March 9th and 13th. Thanks again for allowing me to use the cheesy analogy. Nathan Lachowski, the CSA Academic Commissioner. And thanks everyone for coming. I appreciate your support a lot.
And thank you, Nathan. Once again, this is the All Candidates Open Forum for all the CSA Executive Commissioners for next year. Elections are next week, March 9th and 13th. Make sure www.csaonline.ca, so be sure to check it out. We'll be starting with opening statements from each of the candidates, followed by questions, pre-brief questions that have already gone to the candidates, but then we'll be opening questions to the floor. If you do have a question for any of these candidates, feel free to come where this laptop is and write it on down, and we'll be sure to ask it. We're asking for, it's on a first come, first served basis, so if you do have a question, come as soon as you can. We'll be beginning with opening statements, first with Josh Gaber.
Hi everyone. Oh, sorry, too close. Hi everyone, my name is Josh Gaber and I'm running for the CSA Finance and Human Resources Commissioner. I'm currently a 4th year student registered in the Bachelor of Computing program. For all 4 of my years, I've been a student leader on this campus. In my first year, I was elected as an executive for the Computer Science Club, now known as the Society of Computing and Information Science. In this role is where I first developed my passion for leadership and student representation. The following year, and for 3 years after, I was elected as an executive for the College of Physical and Engineering Science Student Council, serving first as treasurer, vice president, and currently serving as president. In this time, I've had the chance to gain practical experience in a number of fields, like financial management, club administration, organizational representation, committee management, human resources, policy review and implementation, advocacy, and accountability, all related to the Finance and Human Resources Commissioner portfolio. I also have direct experience with the Central Student Association as well, currently serving as representative for the Board of Directors. This has given me the opportunity to learn more about the CSA's internal operations, as well as have an overall glimpse of the various factors that affect student life. As the Finance and Human Resources Commissioner, there are numerous endeavors I wish to embark on in order to improve the CSA and student life as a whole, including providing better coverage for the student health and dental benefits plan for a reasonable price, stronger advocacy for the protection and expansion of student space on campus, promoting environmental sustainability and reducing the CSA's and students' ecological footprint, providing more transparency for the CSA's financial and corporate affairs, promoting CSA jobs and ensuring a fair and equitable hiring process, protecting and encouraging the diversity of well-being of student clubs, completing the long-awaited co-curricular transcript, and so much more. One issue that has been of importance for a number of years and is of particular importance right now is raising student awareness and encouraging student voice on the various issues that affect students directly. Very often, students have found themselves unaware of changes being made to the structure of the CSA and the university as a whole. Now the university finds itself facing a large budget deficit and will be forced to make many administrative changes around campus. In these situations, it's important for the CSA to protect the interests of students, but it's even more important that we empower the voices of the students themselves. Students must be aware in advance of any and all changes within the university, must be given ample time to voice their concerns, and the concerns must be taken seriously. It is my hope that I'm given a chance to build a strong foundation of communication, which will last for years and years to come. For more information about me, you can find my campaign website at www.ugov.ca/tilljgaber. I also have my contact information on my website, so you may ask me any questions directly. You may also find a link to my Facebook campaign group as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Denny, you may now give your opening statement.
Hello everyone, my name is Danny Somnering and I'm currently doing my undergrad in biological science and I hope to pursue a career in public relations and business. Now, I'd just like to start off by saying that this week has been a really interesting and growing experience for all of us during the camping week, and I've noticed several things throughout this week. The first thing I'd just like to point out is that as I go to people, they don't really realize what CSA is. I start off by asking them, hey, do you know what CSA is and what's going on? They're unaware of what exactly CSA does and what they help us with. They don't realize the opportunities that are presented to them. So that is the key issue that's going on campus, is the lack of awareness. Like, to be honest, this crowd is not as big as I hope it to be, because I want everybody to care more about what's in their future for them, because our futures are bright. We put so much hard work into it, and all I want is every student to realize that we can achieve more by receiving the help from CSA. And there just lacks that communication. I also realized that as this week continued, that the campaigning has progressed. More people are realizing it, that CSA is out there to benefit them, and that the word needs to be spread, and through communication, that we can all, as a group, help one